Hello, my lovely students. It's nice to meet you today. We have a general revision. Do you know what this means? I have a different kind of the questions for different part of our subject. My dear, I make a revision for unit after unit, drawing after drawing. Why? To collect all parts in our subject. Are you ready for that? Let's go and see general revision. Choose. This question very important. Take care from the choose. You must read each part well. At the beginning, human being should not be exposed to radiation in the amount more than space rem. 5, 8, and 10. Sure we know, don't expose more. Good. 5 rem. Why? To avoid any effect by radiation for the bones or spleen or your body. Another question, the space effect of radiation is a result changing the 6 chromosomes of the cell. It changes 6 chromosomes. Do you know? Physical, genetic, cellular. What it changes in your character from male to female or the opposite? Sure we say genetic. Genetic, it changes what? 6 chromosomes. Another one. Space is a non-radioactive element. From this element, there is one not radioactive. Radium, uranium, iron. Sure we say iron because radium and uranium, because they have more neutrons greater than protons. Another question, the apparatus which is used in measuring potential difference is, what is the apparatus? Voltmeter, ammeter, ohmmeter, rheostat, potential difference. Good. You have voltmeter. Voltmeter is used for measuring potential difference. Another one, to generate an alternating electric current, we use the space. I want to make a generation for AC current. Rheostat, dynamo, ammeter, ohmmeter. Sure we have dynamo. Why? Because it changes kinetic energy to electric. Give me AC current. Another one. In dry cell, space energy is converted to electric energy. Dry cell? Yes. Dry cell beginning from the chemical. You remember, chemical give me electric? Yes, we say. Magnetic, kinetic, chemical, light? No, chemical. We know it's a chemical. Another question, for similar cells. Electric cells, each one has EMF 1.5 volt, are connecting in series. To care, series. The total EMF equal. How many volt? We will see 3, 6, 1.5, 12. How many cell? I have a 4. Each one, 1.5. Sure, equal 6. Why? Because I say 4 by 1.5 equals 6. You see, or 1.5 plus 1.5 plus 1.5 plus 1.5 equals 6. Easy to calculate this question. Another one, the scientist who discovered radioactivity phenomena was radioactivity discovered by Ohm, Bessler, Ampere, Mendel. Sure, Henry Bessler. You know, discover what? Radioactivity. Another one, give reason for. Yes, easy. My dear, what about to fly this question? Some elements are called radioactive elements. We answered many times because it has more what? more neutrons, which are more than the number of protons. Another question. Radiation has genetic effect. Genetic. It means effect on what? Effect on genes. How? I tell you now. Because it affects in what? Affects in 6 of traits. Male to female or the opposite. You sure? Sure. Because it's a genetic effect. Another one. Region selected to save radioactive wastes must be stable. A stable region. Yes, we know. To avoid spreading of radiation pollution. You know, because causes many effect in human, many effect for the animals or plant, for any living organisms due to presence of huge number of neutrons. Another question. Alternating current is preferred than the direct current. Why? AC preferred? Yes, because as a beginning, move for long distance. You know, what else? Number 2 can be changed to DC. I can change it from what to what? From AC to DC. Varied current. Easy, my dear students. What else? I have here rheostat is used in some electric circuit. Rheostat, yes, to control the amount of electric current intensity. You know, more or less can be controlled, yes, by changing the length of wire of rheostat. Another question. After Chernobyl accident, radioactive isotopes were found in the food product. We said because the radioactive state now due to increasing the amount of neutron that travel to animal, human, and plants. Another one. What is meant by concentrate? For the beginning, Ohm's law. Ohm's law, I know it. The amount of electric current intensity. Take care. It means I. Directly proportional to potential difference when temperature is a constant. Very important. Why Ohm's law? Because he found the relationship between I and V, electric current intensity and the potential difference. Another one. Voltmeter. Define voltmeter. What is meant by voltmeter? Yes, a device that is used to measure good the potential difference and EMF. You know EMF? Yes. Potential difference? Yes. What's it mean? Voltmeter. Easy, my dear. Another one. Electric potential. Potential difference of conductor is the state of an electric conductor that shows the transfer of the electricity to and from it when it's connected to another conductor. Go to this. Radioactivity. Has a definition? Sure. What's it mean? Spontaneous decaying. Spontaneous, all-time decay, staying decaying of the atoms and nuclei of the some elements that are present in nature in the attempt to achieve. You know what this means? Radioactivity. Another one. REM. REM. Yes, it's unit. Measuring unit of radiation. Should be not exposed than? Yes, not exceed than 5 REM. You know, it's 5. Another one. Electric current. The electric current, yes, electric charges flowing through cross-section of conductor in 1 second. Easy definition to catch all of them. My lover, I have now right scientific term. You have a sentence and give me a word. Number 1, flow of electric charges through conductor. Good. I think you catch it. When you find the word flow Flow, it means electric current. You know, flow, just you find this word, you can say flow, electric current. Another one, the resistance that faces the electric current during its passing through a conductor. Resistance, yes, we know electric resistance. You remember when we said before, resistance or prevention or opposition, all of them have a main word, electric resistance. Another question, an apparatus used in measuring the electromotive force. Apparatus, yes, we know. What's it mean? It means voltmeter. Why? To measure EMF. Another question, the process of a spontaneous decay of the atom of some elements present in nature to reaches or more stability. What does it mean? Process, radioactivity phenomena. Radioactivity phenomena, yes, to arrive to more stability. Different meaning for the same answer. My dear, the changes that takes place of the living organisms due to its exposure to radiation. Exposure to radiation, yes, a changing here happened. Yes, do you think what this means? I say here, physical, genetic, and cellular effect. How many change? 3 changes. Physical, genetic, cellular. All of them? Yes, all of them. A change by effect of exposure to radiation. Another question. Radiation and nuclear energy emitted during nuclear reaction that can be controlled and carried out at nuclear reactor. Can be controlled. Do you think what this means? We say it's artificial radiation. Why? Because we have can be controlled. Why? Because it's inside nuclear reactor. Another question. Mention the most important use. What is its importance? Number 1, alternating current. Has it important? Yes. We use it in factories, in houses. Yes. In industries. Yeah, because it moves for longer distance. It's changeable. Can be changed into DC. You remember? Very easy to know. Alternating current. Another question. Dry cell. In children toys. Good. In radio cassette, we know. In mobile, yeah, the dry cell, because it has constant electric current intensity. Another one, nuclear energy in exploring space. We use it? Yes. Nuclear fuel used in rocket that fly to space. Important use, you know. Another one, nuclear energy in drilling. Drilling under what? Under the water. Yes, drilling for petroleum and underground water. You know? Another question. I have here a battery. Consists of 3 electric cells. EMF for each cell is 3 volts. Now, calculate the electromotive force when the cell connected in series and parallel. Now, by the same steps, how many cells? 3. How many volts? Also 3 for 1. Can you find it? Easy. In series, EMF by N. 3 by 3, how many volts? 9 volts. Important to know its maximum number. In parallel, easy. EMF equal EMF for 1 cell. 3 volts. Just 3? Yes. Minimum EMF. You have a question for portrait. Very important to catch this question. Take care from it. Number 1. The acquired trait are transmitted from one generation to another. What you say can translate it acquired? We sure it's right. Another one. Radioactivity occur in the radioactive cell and transmitted to offspring. Can travel? We sure know not be transmitted because it's radioactivity. You know? Another question. Genetic effect leads to the biological variation. Genetic make a variation? Sure, we say it's right because effect for chromosomes. Why not? It's easy to catch this question when I say physical is always occur naturally. Physical, naturally. No, this is not physically, it's biologically. Another one. The ability to turn the tongue in the tube shape is dominant trait. This is dominant. Yes, we say it's dominant. Why? Because it appears by high percentage for the different generations. Another question. Mendel made a model for DNA structure. Mendel put model DNA? No! Badel and the Tatum, you remember that? This is wrong. What's meant by? Take care from this question because I need good definition and complete answer. When I ask you for the first, gene, do you think what is meant? This word, it means carry the hereditary traits of living organisms. Don't forget, it's a part of DNA. From its important function, carry hereditary traits. Another one, Mendel first law. Mendel first law, when the two individuals of any pair, just one pair of trait, of hereditary traits, are different from each other. Only the dominant trait appear. Don't forget its ratio, 3:1. In the first generation, while the two traits appear in the second generation, don't forget the ratio. What is the ratio? 3:1. 3 what? 3 dominant trait and 1 recessive trait. 1 dominant and the other is recessive. Another question, Mendel second law has a good definition and long definition. Yes, but the case is similar to the first. Do you know why? The law of independent assortment of hereditary factor. But Mendel first law, segregational law. Now, make a definition, easy. When the two individuals bearing a pair or more of alternative or contrasting trait are crossed. Pair or more crossed, what happened? The trait of each pair in inherited independently of the other and appear in the second generation. What is the ratio? By the same ratio, 3:1. Can you differentiate between second and first law? Very easy to know, 3:1, just a pair or more for the second. My dear students, don't forget what is meant by non-Mendelian trait. Non-Mendelian, yes, non-Mendelian, they are some trait that don't follow Mendel's law, not follow Mendel's law of hereditary. Scientists discovered them in recent experiment which applied on some animals of the plant. Not Mendelian. So, non-Mendelian traits. My catch, give reasons. Yes, I have. Learn to walk in children is not considered a genetic traits. Learning walking, yes. To walk, this not genetic. To write is not genetic. To talk is not genetic. Why? Because it's not transmitted from one to another. You remember we said it before, it's a acquired trait. Another question. Mendel covered the stigma of a plant during the study of hereditary traits. Why? Why cover the stigma? A stigma is a female. Why he covered the female? Yes, we know, to be unisexual flower and avoid self-pollination by male. You know, it's easy. Make it away. Another one. Some mutation don't transmit from one generation to another. We say because it's not transmitted through genetic traits. Acquired, you remember, it's acquired trait. Another question, when you say Mendel removed stamen, here he covered or cut the stamen, cut the male of the flower of a plant in his experiment. Why? By the same and the same answer. When I say to be sure it's unisexual and avoid what? And avoid self-pollination. You know? Another question. State the contribution of the following statement. You must know what is the difference. Number one, Mendel, scientist that study genetic traits, which are buds, yes, bud shape. Swollen, yes, it's a swollen, not connected. As you see, another, sinuous, yes, it's a sinuous. Now, what this mean? Traits of Mendel. Another one, bud color has a bud color, green. What else? It has also yellow. What all of them? This is the traits of Mendel that follow Mendel's law. Another one, flower color. What is the flower color? It's red. It's good. What else? White. It's very good to know the difference for white and color, red and white. You know? Another question. Flowering position. What is the flowering position? Maybe side? Good. Maybe end. It's very good. All of them? Yes. Back to where? To Mendel. What about this? Watson and Crick. Watson and Crick, it's a model. Consists of two strand coil around each other like the spiral ladder and are called double helix. This model for Watson and Crick. This model especially for DNA. Another one, the side of this ladder are consists of sugar molecule and phosphate group, and the steps are nitrogenous base. You know what this means? This is a special model. My dear students, don't catch and stop. You must know Bedel and Tatum. Bedel and Tatum, yes, they are discovered. How can gene control the appearance of the traits? You know, this is special model for Bedel and Tatum. My dear, what about to catch right scientific term? You like it, I think that. It's an easy question. When I say chemically consists of nucleic acid, DNA combined with protein. You know what this means? Easy. It's a chromosome. You know, chemically. Another one, when I say they are part of DNA on chromosomes and control hereditary traits of individually. Yes, we know. What's it mean? It means gene. Another one, structure composed of pentose sugar, a phosphate group, and nitrogenous base. Do you think what this means? Yes, we know. It means nucleotide. You know, pentose sugar, phosphate group, and nitrogenous base. What about to catch this together? The change in the chemical composition of one gene or more. Chemical composition from one to another, yes, it's a mutation. It means it's changing for the components. My dear students, we arrived to the end. Do you catch this revision? I think, yeah, it's easy for you and it's easy to concentrate and get a full mark. I hope to see you soon. Thank you and goodbye.